Of speculation about what was going on yesterday when Richard Madeley and Ranveer Singh was the person who replaced Susanna Reid on GMB on ITV when they were interviewing a person about the junior doctors' strike. And during that interview, instead of listening politely to what he had to say, there was whispering. Now, the question really was that whispering, was that prompting in the ear of Richard Madeley? Was that whispering between Ranveer Singh and Richard Madeley? Was that whispering from somebody in the studio? Was that a noise from the gallery? Whatever it was, either it was a technical glitch, it was rudeness, or it was prompting. Only three possibilities. And it seems extraordinarily inept and frankly rude if it was the presenters whispering while the person they've just asked for some sort of explanation gets on with his spiel. You know, I have always depended on people on stage, particularly, to listen. I've always tried to listen to them as they're saying something. There's a lot to be said for being a good listener and for trying to keep eye contact. If this isn't what's happening in television studios, if you just sort of press a switch and then the person goes with his or her response and you pay no attention, well then it's very discouraging. And the professionals here are the interviewers. The non-professionals are the people being interviewed, who don't do this every day, do they? They need as much encouragement as possible so you get a good performance out of them. I think it just comes across badly. Anyway, look, the Daily Mail, of all newspapers, ran an article on this yesterday afternoon after I put this thing up, and they seem as interested in this as I was. They've said, good morning, hosts Richard Madeley and Ranveer Singh are left red-faced after an embarrassing mic blunder. And they talk about good morning anchors. Have I read that correctly? Yeah. Were caught whispering during an interview while covering the opening day of the junior doctors' strike on TV. They don't say anything more than that. But interesting. So they think they can identify exactly who was whispering. I can't. Can you? Here's the actual clip.
Well, there's no question that junior doctors' pay has fallen, and there's no question that we have issues about retaining people. We spend money to train people for 7 years, and then too many doctors don't stay in the health service and they're being lured abroad. So there's a real issue there. But look, the thing that's mystifying, I think, to the leaders I represent and to the public now is that, why do you have a negotiation? You have a negotiation because neither side has a position acceptable to the other side, and then you start to talk. And at the moment, it feels as though the BMA and the government are repeating their starting positions. Well, that is your starting position. Now get into negotiation. We did the same as this with the nurses, with the ambulance workers. We had months where the government wouldn't negotiate. And then when the talk started, relatively quickly, they got to a deal that's now being recommended to their workers. So both sides are going to end up negotiating. We all know that. So I guess, we want